What's up, guys? Your boys, 22K13. I'm going to talk about 6 biggest takeaways from WWE Elimination Chamber 2015. This year's edition of WWE Elimination Chamber was a show that appeared out of nowhere, but undoubtedly left its mark on the landscape of WWE. After 2 Elimination Chamber contests, where we saw a new Intercontinental Champion crowned and tag team enter the hellish structure for the first time, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose laid it on the line for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. However, the main roster debut of Kevin Owens against John Cena was something to behold and rewatch until the WWE Network ceased to exist. As WrestleMania season faded to the background, WWE had clearly opened up its plans for the summer with little hesitation. Furthermore, with Money in the Bank on June 14th, this show gave us a preview of what to look for on that day, as well as its own moment to write about at length. As a show that only featured 6 matches, there was a lot to like and some things to question going forward. It's hard to judge this in the traditional sense of a regular pay-per-view, because it's literally not one. If WWE can keep these special events interesting, such as making matches we've never seen like Owens vs Cena, they got another ace in the deck to further play in hope of attraction and keeping subscribers. If there was a general thing to take away from this event, it's that a clear transition is upon on us. There are new stars in high places and old stars getting new positions. Let's break it down. And this is coming from WhatCulture.com. Number 6. The New Day on the competition. The New Day entered the Tag Team Elimination Chamber Contest 6th and promptly took advantage of having an extra man. That upper hand ended up being the winning formula, as they looked head and shoulder above every team in terms of star power. The match itself was a contest with a ton of potential that didn't quite reach its zenith due to the tag team chamber concept being a fairly new concept and odd order of elimination. Subsequently, the big moment of Carlito falling from the chamber didn't quite have the big impact it was intended to have, and Los Matadores was locked in the chamber longer than they were in the match. One had to wonder what the future holds for Cesaro and Kid, both as a team and individually, as they were eliminated via a roll-up by Darren Young. While the Ascension had their finest hour on the main roster, they couldn't and will continue to have trouble breaking into the top level of the tag team division. WWE shouldn't give up on the team concept. They should look into shaping 6 teams people care about before throwing such a heavy gimmick on them. Number 5. Nikki Bella reign continued. The defending Divas champion Nikki Bella, who won the title last year at Survivor Series, came into this contest without her champion advantage as she faced off against Paige and Naomi under Triple Threat rules. Naomi and Nikki have had a rivalry over the past few months, with Paige reappearing to take revenge on Naomi while pursuing the Diva goal. With the women in NXT regularly submitting matches of the year level contest, these 3 women went all out with some creative spot to entertain us all. While the decision to not crown Naomi as champion, despite her electric heel charisma and highlight reel moveset, is questionable, WWE seems to want to start letting Nikki Bella reign continue toward historic level to quickly eclipse a certain recently retired diva who shall not be named. Paige and Naomi handled most of this match, while Nikki came through with a few power moves to finish things off. This feud isn't over. Number 4. Kevin Owens vs John Cena was a match of the year candidate, and Kevin Owens is a star. What started as a failed John Cena U.S. title open challenge quickly became a match of the year contender between John Cena, who is quickly approaching living legend status, and the main roster debuting NXT champion Kevin Owens. Subsequently, Kevin Owens showed exactly what he is about and capable of with a shocking clean victory over John Cena in his first match. To put how big that is in perspective, even CM Punk never defeated John Cena without some type of controversy. As the near fall piled up, Owens made believers out of skeptics who believed he never could make it to this level of the game. This is a man who can brawl, talk, fly, and break out holy shit power moves at a moment's notice. John Cena fans were shown after the match in the crowd with shocked faces that couldn't quite process what they just saw. However, John Cena proved his worth for the millionth time by putting over Kevin Owens to an almost unheard of degree in his first match. He now had a new opponent as soon as next month at Money in the Bank and can claim some credit for once again solidifying the next era of stars as Cena dominated each open challenge. JBL would say, and I quote, "One day his luck will run out." Well, JBL has to be right at least once in saying that, and this was a perfect time. Kevin Owens is the future. Number 3. We learned 6 of the Money in the Bank ladder match entries. In 2 weeks, we will be crowning a new Mr. Money in the Bank. Before the main event, 6 participants were named for the battle for the briefcase. While there were a few names that weren't any type of surprise, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, what stood out was the placement of not only Kofi Kingston, who is currently a tag team champion, but the new sensation himself, Neville. While it makes perfect sense, he being placed in an environment built for his high flying. It's almost amazing to see him getting the chance so quickly. He's sure to be electric come match time. However, it's hard to imagine anyone but Roman Reigns getting his hands on the briefcase. He's still their long-term ace, and what a perfect way to rebuild him by making him fight his way to the promised land. WWE made it clear these were only 6 other men facing off, so expect another big name or maybe even a returning legend to have his name thrown in the mix. Number 2. Ryback staged a disaster. Ryback's long-awaited moment of glory was derailed by plexiglass. While they seemed to make something out of the finish, a large portion of the match didn't seem to go according to plan. Right after Mark Henry Glass freed him from his chamber early, the performers looked out of sync as they traded roll-ups and small fistfight skirmishes until they figured out what to do next. Conversely, a large part of the issue was during the lost moment, there were all faces in the ring. The crowd was just as confused as the wrestlers until Sheamus unlocked his own pod and joined the action. After Sheamus cleaned house, he bowed down to the big guy who captured the Intercontinental title in a less than stellar overall chamber match. However, Ryback's first title win in WWE was a feel-good moment for the big guy. Ryback is a man who probably could have won the WWE title in 2012 from CM Punk, to no objection from a large portion of wrestling fans. Since then, he's gone from being a Paul Heyman guy to a bully to a tag team wrestler to being over beyond his push for a long while. With Daniel Bryan still in ringside, the Ryback might not be the IC champion, everyone wanted, but he definitely a qualified one. And number one, we never stray from the dusty finish. They fool us all, admitted. When the referee hand slapped the canvas for three as Dean Ambrose pinned Seth Rollins, it sure felt like we had a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. However, it's not and wasn't meant to be. Even though Dean Ambrose is somewhere in the world with the physical championship, WWE hoodwinked us all with a DQ finish as a second referee reversed the 3 count in a nod to the famous finish named after Dusty Rhodes. As the first match in what looked to be an extended feud, we should have all been on alert for this type of tomfoolery, but this didn't feel as cheap as some Dusty finish tend to be when overdone. The key is timing, and this timing was perfect. WWE basically got a free test of how fans will react to an Ambrose victory. And the best news of the night for Dean Ambrose fans, it looked to go very well. The contest was solid back and forth affair with a strong video package putting over the backstory. While you rewatch the end of this contest, note the 3 men involved around the championship. Roman Reigns' appearance at the end just goes to show the Shield might have broken up, but WWE apparently missed the memo. Let's hope they don't catch on and change things before it get good. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.